Hi there, today I'm going to answer a question from a viewer who asked, how do you find the right jumping spot? So let's get started. Hi there, my name is Laura and welcome to another video. If it's your first time here, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you'd like to get some ideas on how to improve your riding and training, win more ribbons at your next horse show, or generally like other horse related stuff, then remember to subscribe, hit the bell icon so you don't miss any new videos coming out. So I got an email from somebody who wants to know, how do you pick the right jumping spot? And that's what we're going to talk about today. So we've all seen those riders, they get to the right spot, the horse jumps beautifully. And then we've seen sometimes when it doesn't quite work out that way, the horse chips in, gets a bad spot, leaves off one leg, or just generally misses totally and swims over top of the jump. Those are the ones we want to avoid. We want to get the good spots. And if you're going into a horse show, you have to get 8 jumps in a row with good spots. I call that the sweet spot. Not too far away, not too close, but just right. And that generally is about the height of the jump away. So if you're jumping a 3-foot jump, then the takeoff spot should be about 3 foot away from that. You don't want to get too close to the jump, because if you get too close, the horse may hit it with its front legs. And if you jump too far away from the base of the jump, the horse may not have enough scope to get over top of the jump, and it'll knock it down with its hind legs. Leaving from a long spot also encourages the horse to jump flat and jump in poor form. We don't want that. We want from a good spot so that the horse jumps in a nice form, uses himself properly, and is ready to get in the line to jump the next fence. Particularly if you're in a hunter class, you want to make sure that you're jumping and keeping the same even rhythm. There are 5 main things that determine what or where your horse jumps from. Number 1 is the height of the jump. If you're doing a small jump, you're going to get closer to that jump. If you're jumping a big jump, then you're going to be a higher jump, 3'6", 4 feet. You're going to be taking off from a longer spot away. The takeoff point should be approximately the height of the jump away from the jump. This makes sure that the horse arcs or bascules over the top or middle of the jump. Number 2, the length of stride on your approach to the jump. The longer your stride, the farther away from the base of the jump you will jump. So if you're galloping at speed, you will be taking off from a longer spot away. If you're slow and collected, you're going to bury your horse into the base of that jump. Number 3, type or depth of footing. If the footing is deep and heavy, horses will usually get closer to the jump and take off closer to the base of the jump. Number 4, the type of jump. If you're jumping a vertical, they'll jump farther off the base from a longer spot than if they're jumping an oxer. If they're jumping an oxer, they usually get a little closer because the horse can see that it's wider and they need to get closer to clear the width of that jump. Horses will bascule over the middle of an oxer, and because they're basculing over the middle of the oxer, they need to get closer to the base so they can bascule properly over the middle of the oxer. If they're jumping a vertical, they're going to be basculing, the top of their bascule will be over top of the vertical, but an oxer, they're over the middle of the vertical. The location of the jump on the course. So this means that if they're jumping a vertical to an oxer, is going to be different than jumping an oxer to a vertical. If they're jumping an oxer to a vertical, they jump in closer to the oxer and jump further into the line with the vertical so that they get closer to the vertical. So if you get in, and if you're jumping your horse and you get in a line and you don't see the distance that you need to see, don't abandon your horse and expect him or her to make that decision for you. Sit up, keep your legs closed, keep the horse balanced, and allow the horse to adjust the stride and you adjust the stride to make sure that they get to a good safe spot on the other side. Sit up, keep your eyes up, keep your legs on so you can keep the energy coming from behind going forward to the next jump. Sitting up will help keep the horse's energy in the hindquarters, keep his balance on his hindquarters so he can get his front legs out of the way if you get into a bad spot. And also, sitting up, keeping him balanced and forward off his hindquarters will help give him the energy and the balance that he needs to get himself out of a bad spot if he gets into a deep distance. My name is Laura, and if you'd like to get some ideas on how to improve your riding and training, win more ribbons at your next horse show, or generally like other horsey-related stuff, then stay tuned because there's lots more videos here. Now go use this stuff. Go hug your horse. Go use this stuff. Thanks now. Bye.